Believe Nation, happy Tuesday. Tuesday is my YouTube day. So every Tuesday I'm filming videos, researching videos, making content for you guys. And once a month I do my big filming day. So once a month, which is today. So I'm deep into it. I took a break to come and chat with you guys. Deep into it, where I film all of my top 10s, all of the Believe Life. So once a month is just heavy, not even strategy day, just non-stop filming. Wake up, start filming. Break to talk with you guys here on Instagram Live, and then back to filming, and then more filming, and then more filming, all the way until the end of the day. Today's gonna be bonkers. It was actually one of the a challenge that I gave my team way back, just to try to improve efficiency. To say, hey, could I jam a ton of videos all on one day? And I didn't know if I'd still have the energy by the end of the day to do it. But it was a good test. I do difficult things, right? You do difficult things too. And so today is that day. And we've been doing this format for, I don't know, at least a year, probably 2 years by now. So it's been super fun. Anyway, that's today. And nice to take a little, I'm on a stand-up desk, right? So there's my desk. Where's the camera? Oh, it's behind here. You can kind of see the camera. So I'm on a trampoline all day as I'm making my videos. So it's nice to have a little bit of a sit down to help you guys out. All right, let's see. What do we got? I see Win with Sachin. I think it's how you pronounce it. Let's see. We'll bring him in. Here he comes. Ho ho!
What's happening, brother?
How are you? Look at those books, man.
I know, it's crazy.
I love it. Cool. Well, welcome aboard. Hey, for my audience, give them a quick background on who you are, what you do.
Yeah, definitely. So from a very young age, since I've been 2 years old, my parents got separated. I turned that mess into my message, the pain into my passion, and the frustration into my freedom. I got introduced to self-development when I was 8 years old. So the books, the audios, the videos, the mentorship, the courses. And when I turned 12 years old, started my very first business in primary school, and literally solving the problem of selling WWE wallpapers and making a ton of money from it as a kid.
Who was your number one seller? Was it Hulk Hogan?
No, it was Brock Lesnar back in the days.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit beyond the Hulk Hogan era. Okay.
Yeah, and then literally went on and sold those mini skateboards at about 14 years old. Okay. In school, and those who had it, I sold them how to use it, so the tricks. So I was making residual income off that. Yeah. And then alongside that, 17 years old, making $200 a week at selling chocolate fudge. But the real business started off at 18 years old. And
wait, selling chocolate fudge? Like, were you homemaking that stuff?
Yeah, I was homemaking it, and I had the whole grade, the main guys in each grade selling it. That's and epic. Then it was crazy. And then 18 started off direct sales. And I took a company to $1 billion in sales before I turned 25 years old. And last year we started about 20 different companies, and it's been an incredible journey. What
was the book that got you the big aha moment? Was it the first book? Was it like the fifth book? What book was it?
It was actually The Secret when I was about 10 years old. It was The Secret where from that year onwards, I made it a ritual to watch it every single year and then read the book as well. And then now I've managed to make friends with the people who actually are in The Secret.
So The Secret, the movie, when you were 10?
Was The Secret, and then my parents made me read the book as well.
Got it. Cool. And where's home for you? Where are you actually based?
South Africa.
South Africa. Wow. So I'm here in Toronto, Canada, and that's beauty of the internet. And now you're also teaching students. You're teaching entrepreneurship to what's the main thing that you're helping people with now?
So firstly, Ivan, it came from running business, because I don't want to just teach to make an income from it. I wanted to go out there and run a business. So I did that. We do events from 5,000 to about 25,000 people every 90 days. And then I took that into teaching people on, the millionaire student is the tagline. People used to come up to me after every event and say, Sachin, how do I become a millionaire? And I said, you can't become a millionaire without being that student. Stay in student mode. More you learn, eventually you remove the L, the more you earn. So then I created the Millionaire Student Community. We had 500,000 people just pick up a free gift. And then that came to an entire community in Africa, Europe, Asia, and it just blew up from there.
And are you, so now it's all over the world?
It's globally. It's actually in about 100 countries.
I love it, dude. I love it. What's between the businesses that you're working on, like what are you most excited by right now that you're working on?
So there's a few things. I've got a music label that myself and Akon co-own. That's one thing that I'm working on. Number two is the Millionaire Student, from the events to the program. In actual fact, I'm just working right now on shooting a program for anyone that's between 7 years old till 17 years old. That's what my focus is right now. And alongside that, just running businesses, a direct sales company that we just took to $4 billion. I personally, me and my organization, $1 billion in sales, but the whole company, $4 billion. And there's a few things. I've got my hands very diversified. I looked at Bill Gates, he had 4,000 streams of income. I looked at Warren Buffett, he had 2,400. Looked at Warren Buffett, Richard Branson, he has 400. I said, well, it's not going to cut us to have 1, 2, or even 3. We got to go 7, 10, 15. And yeah, but I always focused on one. After focusing on one, I took that one into going out there and diversifying. I never ever put, I never wanted a home run from trying 20 with a ratio of very low. So it was mastery first and then diversification.
So what in your course or your program for 7 to 17, what do you think is missing right now? I mean, a lot of people in high school, I don't know that I go down that low, but a lot of parents watch my videos with their kids. A lot of high school teachers use my videos in their kind of curriculum because the kids don't listen to them, but they'll listen to Beyonce or they'll listen to, whoever that we feature. What are you trying to, like, what's in the material that somebody 7 to 17 needs to hear?
Well, firstly, they need to understand that they need to understand the mind, because they're in a very critical path where they have the choice of going down the path of light or the path of darkness. And that is that transition that they need to be able to understand the mind. They need to be able to understand how to do a basic goal setting, how to understand, self-talk, how to understand. It's not just because they need that tenacity. They need that momentum to do what they need to do in life more. They need to understand rejection. They need to be able to understand before they get into the big bad world where there's 10,000s of people that's going to come after them to offer them a service, offer them a product. They need to be able to be mentally strong. They need to be self-developed. And for me, it was, ironically, some people have to go through mess in life to create that message. So for me, I'm just speaking from past experience. I got introduced when I was 8 years old to self-development. That's what I'm talking. In fact, I literally pulling out all my materials, what I learned from when I was 8, the events I went to, the mind power books I worked on, and I'm literally about to teach that.
So Faith Joy 91 in the chat saying, glad I discovered Sachin. I will subscribe to his YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel?
I do. I just had, Rick Ross, Robin Sharma.
I'm gonna go
Last 5 videos had about 200,000 to 300,000 views each.
Nice, dude. I'm on my way. This is great.
Yeah, so we had a ton of guests. You can go check it out.
Is it just off your name? What is it?
Yeah, Sachin Govinda.
I like it. Okay. Cool. And you had Jack Canfield on recently, didn't you?
I did. I had Jack Canfield. I had so many people, man. I had Akon. It's all there. Vishen Lakiani, the owner of Mind Valley, Jim Quick. I've had some good, all of those guys, we've either done business together, because everything, the pre and post conversation, that leads us to the business. So yeah.
I love it. Cool, man. Well, I'm pumped that we got to get you more subscribers on this channel.
We definitely do. There's some marketing in there.
Man. This is
videos
good.
The videos have gone viral because those my guests shared, and we've definitely done some huge marketing behind it. So yeah.
Yeah, Gabby Bernstein. Gabby's awesome.
Have Mel Robbins coming up soon. Sean Kingston, Bob Proctor. There's so many people in the pipeline for the month of August.
So this is mostly, so I'm looking at the channel here and I was like, this is mostly you. Is this where you want to take it? Like you're going to be interviewing different people that you respect, look up to, want to take some wisdom from?
No, it's the fact of people are going out there and running through about 10, 20, 50, 100 different YouTube channels to find the content that they want.
Yeah.
So for me, I wanted to put everything in one household. I wanted to use education and entertainment. So call it edutainment.
Yeah.
Education, entertainment, bring it together. And obviously, I've got my own teachings on there as well. So I just make it a ritual to post on a weekly basis on YouTube. But I'm doing more stuff offline and more stuff in the Millionaire Student community, etc.
You have an editor helping you?
I got a whole team behind me.
I love it, dude. So you got to put them on mashups. So you're doing one interview a week,
Okay.
right? That's what you're doing right now, like a
Yeah,
brand new interview?
well, I launch one a week.
Yeah. Okay. If you can get to like 3 a week,
Okay.
your channel will blow up. It's really hard to win off of one a week, but it doesn't mean you have to be interviewing 3 people a week. You can take one a week.
Pre-shoot it.
Yeah, and like that's great. But then you do a mashup. So, confidence. The confidence mashup, and then you take a piece from Gabby and a piece from Jack and a piece from Rick Ross, and like you mush them together around the theme. And that's no work for you apart from maybe introducing the video. But it's editing team. And then whether you do like
how
an
long
IG
should
live,
something like how long should that be?
10 minutes plus.
Okay.
10 minutes. I don't know how long your interviews are.
So it's about an hour, an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. So you're bringing on people who have, like Jack Canfield in an hour is going to say 800 different amazing things, right? It's not like you're going to be struggling to get good stuff out of Jack Canfield, right? So in there, he probably has 20 different things that could be part of different mashups that you could cut up and put together. So definitely a mashup series once a week on a theme. So here's I get to learn from Jack Canfield, and you're the filter for Jack Canfield wisdom. You're going to pull it out of him.
What's your best days? What's your best days to launch a video? Have you figured out your days where you can literally maximize the most?
Oh, doesn't matter because YouTube is not like Instagram or other platforms. YouTube traffic doesn't come really in the first day. Like that Jack Canfield interview in a year is still going to get you views. In 5 years, it's still going to get you views, right? To help you achieve your mission. Like that 7-year-old who's watching it, 5 years later, they're 12 years old. They can still get value from that same video, right? No other platform works like that. Like Instagram, what you posted last week, nobody cares about anymore.
Yeah.
YouTube's different. So it doesn't matter what day you post. It's really just about frequency, right? So like 3 times a week, click-through rate. So are people actually clicking through on your video, which is thumbnail title combination? And then how long are people sticking in the video? So we want 70% at 1 minute. So 70% of the people who started the video are still there 1 minute later. That's a really hard number to hit consistently. Yeah. But if you get that, these videos will just keep getting you views and traffic and subscribers and attention and awareness like for years and years and years and years. So 1 video a week with the interview, 1 video a week doing a mashup on a topic, and then something else, whether it's an IG live, like you take this and chop it up, or you sharing your advice or wisdom to the camera. I think coaching, like a coaching series would be awesome. Bring on some 15-year-old and you give them advice on how to build their business. And all you have to do is show up. Like there's no preparing, there's no planning. You're just reacting to people giving you questions, or people on your team. Like if you're ever doing leadership or training for the people on your team, like something of you, not just being the interviewer, but the expert as well, because you know what you're talking about. So some people prefer like talking head videos, and you already have the setup. That's beautiful, man. Like you got the book behind you and the lights.
We got the whole. I was actually shooting before, so we got the whole setup here.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So straight to camera, talking, sharing a story, or coaching, advising people already in your network. Like, hey, if you want free access to me for 15 minutes, you got it, but it's public. We're going to turn that into a YouTube video that can inspire other people. And I'm sure lots of people would love the chance to talk to you for 15 minutes to get coaching help to build their business. Yeah. Dude, this could blow up. I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. The guests are there. The marketing is in it, and I'm power packed with the next few guests in August. So I'm excited about it.
But like, where's the marketing coming from for the videos?
Ironically, I would have thought Africa because I'm from Africa, but it's Europe, it's Asia, it's between those 2 markets, and then in between it's Africa and USA.
But so what I mean is the traffic source. Like, is it through emails? Is it through Instagram? Is it through
It's my
advertising?
mailing list. It's my mailing list. It's also my Instagram, because when we launch something, we always put a preview, 3 to 4 minute video on Instagram, on Facebook, redirecting. Also, it's from my guest following, because they're actually going out there and they repost it. I give them the same videos that I get. It's high quality stuff for my editing team, so they repost it and they tag me in it, and yeah.
Email is great. Instagram typically doesn't work well, because what happens is people who come from Instagram usually don't want to watch an hour-long video. Like when you're on Instagram, you're scrolling through stuff. You're not in the mindset of, I'm ready to sit down and really deep dive with Jack Canfield and learn for an hour, right? So what happens is they go from Instagram to YouTube, or if you do like link in my bio or that kind of stuff, they watch like a minute and then they bounce. And that kills your retention rate on your videos. So email is great because people can consume it at their own leisure. Like, hey, this is a deep dive with Jack Canfield.
Yeah.
Like, set aside some time, grab a notebook, grab a coffee, or maybe not kids. I don't know, 15-year-olds are drinking coffee. But like, you're gonna want to really learn about this. Or winning on YouTube. Like, the goal is to win on YouTube, because people, when they're on YouTube, they will watch an hour interview. Nobody's gonna sit through an IGTV that's gonna be that long. So that's where a lot of people struggle. You can get a lot of views, but it doesn't actually help the channel grow that much if the traffic source is Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, because people are just they're not ready to sit down and watch. Maybe a 10-minute video, maybe like one of your mashups, but a full-on hour interview, it's really rough to get people to actually sit down and watch. And if they're not watching, it kills you in the algorithm.
What's your marketing behind behind your videos? I mean, initially it was just organic. What's it at right now?
The game to play is suggested. It's not even search, it's suggested. So like here, if I load up your channel here, I love that we're talking YouTube. Dude, you could so blow this up. I'm so excited for you, man. So, okay, let me load here. So this is, if we look at,
firstly, how many views, so those who don't know you, how many views have you received and got on YouTube from the very first day you actually uploaded your very first video?
Organic, 300 and something million.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers. Okay, so
that's some good royalties there.
Yeah, man. Okay, so this video here, here's your goal, right? Your goal is here, down the side, this is where you want to be ranking. So even against your own videos, you're not showing up. Like the next video is Bob Proctor and then Gary V and whoever this guy is and Gary. Like you're not even showing up for your own videos yet. This is the game to play. This is where you want to be. That's how you start, because most of the views come from, like somebody might search Jack Canfield and they find it, but then they dive like 7, 8, 9 videos deep on suggested and related, right? So that's where you get that's where all my views come from. It's not my Instagram posts. It's not even my newsletter. A newsletter can be at the start, like to kick it off, but yeah, suggest is where you want to be playing. So somebody, like if I'm typing in Jack Canfield interview or something, Jack Canfield interview. No, so here, like Lewis Howes, this one, 300,000 views. On this interview, I want your video showing up next.
Got it. And is that in the tags, or is that how are you getting it as a suggested video?
Okay, so first is you need to show up suggested against yourself. So the fact that I'm on your Jack Canfield video and none of your videos show up down the side, that's the first problem to fix. Before you're going to show up against Lewis Howes, you have to show up against your own. Because if YouTube, they're saying, hey, if he's not showing up on his own, why should we recommend him against Lewis Howes or Gary Vee and all that? But ultimately, that's where you want to play. So you have to start showing up against your own, and look at it in incognito, because when you go from your account, you're going to see it as, hey, look, I'm showing up against on my own, but you're already a subscriber. So there's 2 things to do to make that work. The first is consistent thumbnails. So you're starting to actually get that, right?
Yep.
These thumbnails are very consistent. I would even kind of zoom in on the face a bit more and make it brighter, right? Like, this is great. Like, she's so bright. Her face is so well lit. Like, it comes out really well. The Dave Asprey one, he's kind of muted and a little darker. So like, the brightest cereal box wins. So the brighter it is, the better. But then something like this, I don't know that that's, can we see this? This like stop racism. I don't know that that's
Yeah.
your video. It's totally
Yeah.
different. Like the style, there's no logo. The colors are kind of the same, but even like this, your face is on there, but that's small, and you won't see that on mobile.
So you can give me some advice on this. A good friend, so you probably know Prince E and Jay Shetty, good friends of mine, and they said for storytelling videos, Facebook, Instagram, use a black and a white color frame, and use, you know, you can, so just normal image on color, but the writing needs to either be black or white, and then starts off with watch this or stop this, etc.
Yeah, black and white as a thumbnail almost never works on YouTube. It's whatever's brightest wins. Your yellow is good, or gold. Like this is a good gold background. That's cool. I wouldn't only have black. Like what you did here with like stop racism today, where the stop is one color and racism today is the gold. That could be cool. Like if you add a third color in here, like a red or just something so it's not just all black. Okay. But the problem is if I'm on this video, you know, I'm on the Jack Canfield video. I love it. Wow, who is this guy? Never heard of him. I love it. Great. And then this video shows up down the side. I'm not going to click on it because I don't know that that's you. I don't know that that's your video.
Got it.
Different
face needs to be attached to the thumbnail.
Yeah, like your face is on here, which is great, but it's so small that on mobile, I don't know that's you. It just looks like another young dude, right? So that's one. And then the second thing is at the end of every video, well, I'd see what happens in your end card. So at the very end, what happens? Okay, you're talking. And then Jack's, maybe the guy with like a bigger library than you. That was crazy. You see his library? Jack is bonkers. Okay. Okay, so here, don't just end an interview. Like, thank you for watching, whatever. What you want to do is you need to tell people where to go next. So this is great that you have this.
Okay.
Don't just say previous episode. Say, I want you on screen here.
Okay.
Say, hey, if you love this interview with Jack, you have to watch the one I did with Dave Asprey, where we talk about boom, boom, boom. The link is right here. Go click it. And you're telling people to go click on the video.
Got it.
So what you're doing is training people to binge watch your videos, and that the Dave video is linked to the Jack video. So then Dave video is going to show up in suggested a lot more. So you can't edit that one, like those ones now, but for new ones, don't just say, it's not about the sequence. People don't care about sequence. I don't care that that was your previous episode. Think relevancy. So, you know, like who do you have coming up? You said you got Jimmy.
So we're launching Chris Voss this week, Friday. Next week, I got Sean Kingston.
Okay, so Chris Voss, he's a negotiating guy, right?
Yeah.
Negotiate with terrorists? Yeah. So, so after him, maybe Jack Canfield isn't the guy to send people to. Like if I'm learning how to negotiate, who do I send?
Jordan Belfort, my first episode.
Right? Yeah. You've already had Belfort on?
Yeah, my first episode.
Yeah, that's a good get for first episode, man. So at the end of that interview, you can say goodbye, thank you for joining, right? But then you're on camera, you're saying, hey, you want some killer negotiation and sales tactics? You have to go watch the one-on-one I did with Jordan Belfort. It's going to blow your mind. The link's right there. Go click on it. And then you point to it and you look at it to get people to go and click over on that video. That's much better than leading them to a Jack Canfield one where he's going to talk about still great things, but not as related to, negotiation. Yeah. Nice. And then once you start showing up against your own, then you can start showing up against Lewis's channel and Gary's channel and everybody else. And then that's when it just takes off.
So YouTube's to make a video go viral, it's 48 hours. Instagram is 24 hours. No, Instagram is 2 hours. Facebook is 24 hours. YouTube is 48 hours. Is that correct?
Kind of. I mean, the thing with YouTube, look, like there is some recency that makes a difference, but YouTube, again, the content lives forever. And so a lot of the stuff that goes, viral. Look, so if I just went to my youtube.com, right? YouTube homepage. So this is 13 minutes ago, right? 1 month ago, 20 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 2 years ago, 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 11 years ago. you're not getting recommended stuff on the Instagram feed that's 11 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's less about trying to make it pop in the first 48 hours like you would on other social platforms, and more about, can I get people to click through on it, and can I get them to keep watching? So that's way more like, don't worry about viral. Think about, can I get people in through the first minute, and can I boost my click-through rate on the videos? Because YouTube will keep recommending 11-year-old videos on the homepage because they think it's relevant.
Got it. Yeah, incredible advice, man. Incredible.
There we go.
So how long have you been posting videos for?
11 years.
11 years. So you mastered your craft.
Yeah, I mean, the first 5 years, I got 7,000 subscribers in my first 5 years. So, you know, that was, YouTube was also different though. Like, education on YouTube was not there. It was a different beast. But yeah, I mean,
what's the estimated residual royalties that you generate from 300+ million?
Depends on your audience and depends how long they're watching, right? So, if your audience is South Africa, it's not going to be as much as if America #1 by, like, I'm in Canada, which is still good, but America is #1 for sure, because it's where the advertisers are. Advertisers say, I want to sell to an American audience, right? They have to select into South Africa. So it's great that you're international, because the ad market in South Africa is still high. It's just not a huge demand. So, and I mean, the speakers you're bringing on too are known around America, around the world, right? So it depends on where the audience is. Like, you could have a video go viral, but if everybody is from, you know, India or something, there's just not enough of an ad market. So great, you got 10 million views, but you're making like 100 times less, right? Just because there's no ad market. And then it's the length. So a short video that's 3 minutes long makes you almost nothing compared to a 10+ minute long where they can put mid-rolls in on it as well. So if you've got 1 hour long interviews with people like Jack Canfield and like the biggest of the big, and you're targeting a US market, you could be making some really good money. Like, you could be in the $40 to $60 CPMs, like 40 to 60 bucks US for every 1,000 views on the video. If it's super short, and
my Rick Ross video that went viral organically, like 400,000 views in it. But question, with regards to the ads, where do you choose it? Do you put it beginning, middle, and end? Which ones do you choose? I don't put the ones where you can't skip, because I prefer people skipping it if they want to.
Beginning, middle, end, all of it. I just turn all of it on, but don't do manual placements. YouTube's smarter. Like, if somebody has come, they're not just watching your videos. They come from, they're watching Lewis's channel and my channel and Gary's channel, a whole bunch of stuff. And so YouTube knows how many ads they've already seen. So YouTube's not going to show this person 5 ads on your video if they've already seen a whole bunch of ads before. But if they haven't seen any ads yet, they might show more ads. So, and I've had some big YouTube friends do manual placement, and they just watch their video tank in terms of advertising revenue and views too. So I wouldn't try to outsmart. Like, YouTube really knows what they're doing with advertising. So don't try to outsmart them. I just do beginning, middle, just check everything off, make it all automatic. And then your job becomes to make killer content and improve your click-through rate to get people coming. And again, if you have US audience, it'll do a lot better. Maybe not views. Like, if you just want views, honestly, you target Indian market. There's so many people from India who are on YouTube. Honestly, same thing with the Instagram, right? Like, there's so many people from India, just so many people in the world from India.
Yeah.
You could blow up your posts on Instagram, but they may not be buying your thing, and sponsors may not care about reaching that demographic, right? So, like, priorities, what do you value more? If you're trying to make money from it, then you've got to be thinking US audience, even ahead of Europe, even ahead of Canada, US audience first. Cool, man.
Got it.
Well, it's fun mashing it up. I didn't know what we were going to talk about today, but like, hey, let's go. This is great.
Yeah, no topic. Do me a favor when you're done. Just download this and send it over to me so I can get my team to watch it as well. I'll send you my number.
Yeah, well, I'll save it. I'll save it to my feed so you guys can check it out. And if your team has questions, just have them DM me.
Appreciate it.
Or maybe you DM me, because you tell me who their account is so that I'll put them into the better folder.
And whenever you're in South Africa, let me know, man. Let me know.
I gotta make it happen, man. We gotta once your events start coming up again, we gotta make something happen in South Africa.
Definitely. And hopefully when you when you here, we'll probably have an event where you can just step in.
Cool, man. Looking forward to it.
Definitely. You take care, brother. Stay blessed.
Appreciate you, man. Cheers.